Hey everybody, my hot tip is kind of revolves around leading worship in the room when you have like a mask mandate or when there's restrictions around singing, kind of like we do in New South Wales at the moment with people not being allowed to sing in services. But also when you have an online congregation, when you're leading people through the lens, some of these things kind of present challenges for us with connecting with people, making people feel included. And so here's a couple of things that I really employ to get around that. The first thing is to make people feel welcome. Thank people for joining us. I'm not sure where you're joining us from, but thank you so much for being with us for today's service. That works both in the room and online. And really just being gracious, thanking people for joining us, I think is really powerful. Including them, making a point of saying that you may be joining us at home or things like that. Obviously not getting too specific, but just including people actually helps them kind of lean in and feel included. And when you think about people have, a split second to decide whether they want to click out of a service or something like that. So keeping that in mind, that including people is a really powerful thing. The other thing that I do when I'm leading worship, when we're singing songs, is that people may not be able to sing, or people may be on the other side of a lens, is to encourage people to process with their mind the lyrics of the songs that we're singing. It's a really powerful thing to be in agreement, and I think that even if you are joining church through the lens or you're watching on your phone, the fact is that when we sing together, we are gathered in agreement. And so what it is that we're confessing, what it is that we're declaring with the words of these songs, we're declaring together as a church. And so I think that's really powerful. And so if we're encouraging people to really process the words of these songs, that really helps us to kind of get into our mind what it is that we're singing, processing that, and really taking it seriously. It's almost like you hear something, you understand it, you decide whether or not you agree with it, and I feel like it's a really healthy process to let that happen and to encourage people to do that, to actually take the words, process them, and agree with them. And I think that's a really powerful thing to do. So just a couple of really simple tips. Make people feel welcome, include them wherever they may be joining us from. Be really thankful that they would join us for church. And the other thing is encourage people to really process what it is that we're singing. There's real power in agreement. There's power in confession together. And I feel like when we are gathered as the church, there's real power in just being gathered in agreement and confessing the word about Jesus. So lead our people well this weekend. I love you. We'll see you soon.